Okay, so sounds like in order to get started with the ATM business, you can either get a used one at approximately 1,500 or a new one at approximately 4,500. And it seems like you, based off what you've learned, you have nothing against somebody starting with a used ATM, or if they can afford it, they should get the brand new.
You so a good wholesome. If you see a price lower than 1,500, you should be very questionable. When I got into this business, when I first got into the ATM business, we were right on the line where we made that chip switch to every debit card, credit card had to have the chip reader in it. And then businesses had to upgrade their Square readers to accept chip. So I got started into this business right when that happened. So one of the predominant things where people were selling used ATMs and they never put two and two together, and they bought old ATM models that didn't have an enabled chip reader. So a lot of people got in trouble. So that's the line that you tote with a potential buying a used one.
Okay, so it sounds like if you're going to purchase a used ATM, look up all the compliances and make sure that it lines up to the compliance, such as a chip reader, but also still be a little leery because it might be a reason why they're selling it.
There's always a reason why they're selling it. There's no reason why would you sell a cash flowing
I'm having a great time here.
Why would you sell it? There's always a reason. So yeah, get with a mentor, and really partner with them. Don't just say you want a mentor and then have nothing to contribute, but get with someone who's done this and say, hey, Marcus, I or whoever, I got an ATM. I'm looking at it. It's $200. I'll go look at it with you. And I've been doing this for years now. And so I can spot the foolishness and the silliness, or, so yeah, get with someone or do your research. Research is a lot harder in this space, and looking up the compliance stuff, because it's not readily available. It's a cash business, so it's not readily available. I've just learned over the years of doing it.
Okay, so all right, let's say I'm somebody I want to avoid the potential hassles, so I went ahead and bought a new one for 4,500. And what I need about 1,500 to prime it, or more or less.
You could start with less. I started with less, but it wasn't easy. And the cash you're going to need to prime the pump, 1,500 is good. That's a good amount depending on the business you're putting it in. If you're putting it in a casino, that's not going to be enough. If you're putting it in a shopping center, that's enough. That could be enough. That could last you a minute as you build up cash reserves. If you're putting it in a bar, how active is the bar? How long the bar been in existence? What's the client? When is the busy season, or when is what drives the revenue? There's bars that have the gambling side of the house. They have a smoking lounge. What's in the bar, right? Does it serve food, or does it just serve alcohol? What's going to generate people to use that ATM? So 1,500 is a good starting amount. I would give you that. You could start with less. But again, I started with $500 in my ATM. Needless to say, I was filling up that thing every day, right? Because that's such a low amount that I had to actively fill it up a lot.
Got it. So boom, I bought my my ATM for 4,500. I just primed it for 1,500. I'm coming every couple of days to fill out, or I'm available. How do I find somewhere to put it? Or how do I find somebody willing to let me put it in their establishment? And what's the typical agreements amongst the ATM holder and the establishment owner?
Fair enough. I did several interviews with a mentor of mine on my podcast called Gentleman Style Podcast. So guys can check out that episode. He's a long-term expert, has hundreds of locations. But for an ATM placement, I did in the beginning, I knocked door to door. But what door to door doesn't walk up to strangers. Who do you currently go to? Your barber, your girlfriend has a stylist, or your partner has a salon that she works at. Walk into those places, right? Walk into pre-existing businesses that you already utilize their services, Hey, are you at a laundromat? Do you wash your clothes at a laundromat? Hey, do you notice there's a laundromat? There's an ATM at the laundromat you serve? That would be added value to that laundromat business that you already frequent and you already patronize. So walking door to door doesn't have to mean I'm walking to strangers.